Hello, I want us to think about something today, right? I want us to look at an example to actually understand what concept that we want to do today. I believe you know about Netflix account, and sometimes the same account there are multiple people using that. About three, let's say three people are using the same Netflix account. So let's say people A, person B, person C, right? A, B, and C are using the same um, Netflix account. So each time person enter, the person A has to enter his or her password, right, to get access to the same account. The person B too at his end will enter his password and then also get access to the same account. But C also will do the same thing and enter the same account. In this case, you don't need person A and person B to have their account valid before you enter. But then once that person's own is valid and has access is someone that's entitled to that particular account, the program will allow the person to enter, right, to log in successfully. So if you look at if you look at it at the programs end or the code that is behind that end, you see that the code has three people that are allowed to use the platform. Then at different times, if someone enters, right, it will check if that person is valid. If that person is valid, then it continues. If it's not, then it will deny the person. It doesn't need person A, person B, and person C all to be available the same time before it runs or it allows. But then once the one person enters, right, the account is allowed. Once person B comes alone, if the two of them comes together, it's allowed. But then if all of them, right, they have entered their values and the values are wrong, then the system will not allow you, right? Yes. So the programs are doing this using a particular keyword, right? A particular condition that's or so person A or person B or person C is allowed to enter. If it's none of them, then the system will be wrong. So what we say that person A's value should be true, or person B value should be true, or person C value should be true, and the program will run. So you just need only one person to be true for the system to allow you, at least one person, not all of them being wrong, at least one person. That person that is allowed can enter. So in this case, we don't need all of them to be valid. If all of them are true, that's fine. If two of them are true, that's fine. If one of them is true, the account is allowed. But then if all three are wrong, then the system will not even allow you. That's by using the or statement, the or keyword to allow programs to do that. Let's see how that is done in Python. So we are going to look at the examples that we used in previous session, and then we have my number one and my number two. We are going to be comparing them as usual. So here, I'm not going to trick you again. I'm going to try to directly use the print so that we can see what Python is actually giving us. So I'm using print, then I'm going to compare, right? I'm going to compare age one and age two. So age one is equal to age, age two, right? Or use the or keyword in Python, the or keyword, just like normal English. This one, condition one or condition two. Let's check the condition two. Let's say my number one is equal to my number two. Okay, so this is what we have given Python to check for us. Let's see what Python will give. So here now you see that the condition one, age one, this condition one, first condition, age one is equal to age two. When we check that, is age one the same as age two? It's not. So that statement is false, right? Let's go to the second one. My number one is equal to my number two. The second condition is also for they are not equal. Let's run it and see what Python will give us. Obviously, right? The answer is obvious. Yes, it is a false statement, right? Now let's go to make one valid. The one valid, let's say age one is less than 20. So let's say age one is less than 20. So you see, it's less. We say it's less. So we are expecting that age one is true, right? Age one less than age two. That particular condition of the expression is true, right? But the other side it remains false. So here this is false, but then this one we know that it is true. So something is true, or and the other one is false, and we are using or statement. The or statement just need only one person to be valid, then the account will open. Not that in the case where all of them are wrong. Let's run this and see if Python is really doing that. So yes, we have a true statement. We have a true statement because a condition one is true and the other one is false. Once one is person is allowed or one condition is true, the entire things will be true. Or Python will allow access to that because that person will be allowed, be seen as valid. But unlike the first one that we did in the previous session, the and, if it is and, the and wants you to this one and this condition and this condition should all be true before you are allowed. But for the all condition says that or if this person is true or any of them that is true, it should go. But if all of them are wrong, all of them are false, Python will not allow that. So let's make this one to be false, the condition one to be false, equals to, and then condition two. Let me check which one. My number one, which one is greater? My number one is greater. So let me do say greater. So you see that in this case, age one, this first condition is false because age one is not equal to that's false. But my number one is greater than number two. It's a true statement. So we are now having a false and a true statement. Now, when you run that, or see, at least one person is true, right? One person is allowed, right? The account can be opened. So the system says true, valid. Now, let's do the case where all of them are true. So all of them are true. If all of them should be true, then I think age one, yeah, age one is less than age two, which is true. Then in this case, all of them are true. What do we have? Yeah, so it's true. It's true. So that's how the Python do that. So the first case was when all of them were false. This particular case when all of them were true. And the other one, you can combine multiple conditions, right? Using the or and the and, the or and the and, the or and the and. Just know that the and expects that whatever conditions is here should be true, and whatever conditions also on the other end should also be true before it will allow you entrance or allow access to that particular line of code or be able to run that particular line of code. Yes. So this is just using the simple keyword that I use in comparison, right? The equal to sign, the comparators, and then also the keyword like or and the and. These are the basic ones that you know. Now we are now understand how Python thinks about something being valid logically, something being true or false. Now we are going to build on that by trying to see what can we do when a particular condition is true. See you in the next session.